4-5 is famous, baby. Here we go.
And we're here, 4-5 Radio. Got a little interview going on. We got Bishop here in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
I'm gonna get a chopper and then hold her around. Pussy boy be talking, but they try to let him down. I didn't know what to do, I didn't know who to trust. My own bitch turned on me, I didn't know who to love. And I'm fighting these demons, yeah. I'm giving up, and I put my problems all in this double cup, yeah.
City's hottest youngin' in the building. What's up?
Where you from?
New
What
Britain.
city? New Britain.
New Britain.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So I heard about you through Zip.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, man, there's this young boy out here. He's going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
His sound is insane. I got him on my album.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first time I heard him. I heard you on his album.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, like, I'm like, how old is he? He's like, yo, he's like 16, 17.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19, okay.
19, yeah.
So he was off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, like, he sounds like he's been through some shit. Like, it's just, like, he just got that sound.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start from the beginning. Like, are you originally from out here?
Nah, I'm from New York. I was born and raised in New York.
What part?
South Bronx.
Okay.
I was born and raised in the South Bronx. I came to Connecticut 7th grade, and I ended up going to Slade Middle School in New Britain. I came here, and for now I've been in New Britain ever since.
So what was the biggest difference going from New York to here?
People. So like in New Britain, people say words different. Like in Connecticut, period. Like y'all say words I never heard. So New York, like I'll say something like I'll come and I'll be like, oh, this is what, like this is dumb retarded. Like we talk like that, and they be like, why you say like dumb and retarded? It's the same thing. Why are you saying that twice? And they'll be like, I don't know. It's just like the way we talk out there, and like the way my words were. Everybody be like, why you talk like that? I don't know. And just the way like y'all say things like bruh and kick and stuff like that. We don't say that in New York. I never heard that before, but that's all new.
Yeah. So when did music come into your life? Like, it's you making music. When did that start?
I really been rapping my whole life. Like my mom got videos on like a VCR, like me as a baby, like trying to rap because my dad raps.
Okay.
So trying to rap because my dad raps, and I just be in there as a little kid, just trying to yell at the camera and rap because he's rapping. And like I made my first song sophomore year, high school. I made my first song, the Sorry Shorty song. That song got like 60,000 plays right now on SoundCloud. I made that one, and it just started doing good. But I didn't make another song for like a whole year.
Why?
I played football, so my mind wasn't really on music. Like before music, it was sports. I played basketball and football. I wasn't worried about music. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's not for me. I don't care
So
about it.
when did that shift?
I want to say my senior year.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a football game. I'm thinking about music. Like I'm like at halftime, I'm thinking about like melodies in my head. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, I don't care about it no more. And it still be like, my mom still be getting mad. Like, you should play football, but it's like I don't like doing. I like making music though, for real. That's all I like to do.
So like when I talked to kids from the high school, they said like when I think that song that you're talking about, that when you dropped that, like it was going crazy in the high school.
Yeah, it was like the big like I couldn't even like. It's like every 2 seconds I can't walk to class. Everybody stopping me. It's like, yo, that song's hard. Or like the teachers knew about the song.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they playing it in the classroom while I'm in there.
Cause that's the thing. Like when I was in high school, there was people that made music, and there was a couple of songs that kind of went, but it was never like to that.
Yeah.
Like some would be played at parties, and it's usually like their parties, like people that
Yeah.
made it. So it was never just like a universal thing where like people appreciated it.
Yeah.
So like hearing them talking about it, that was new to me. So when that first started happening, like what's going through your head?
At that time, it's like it's overwhelming, but it's exciting at the same time. Cause it's like when you make music, you want people to like your song. But when you make your song, your first song especially, you're like, all right, a couple people might like it. It might happen. But when you make your song and there's 60,000 people that's listening to it, and you walking in the hallway, you got people listening to it off their phone, or you hear somebody in their headphones, you hear them listening to it. It's like it's different. I'm not saying it'll make you feel like cocky or nothing, but it makes you think differently about like what you can do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you said senior year, like that's kind of when it picked up. So what happens after that? Like when once it clicks in your mind, like, okay, like this is what I'm really gonna focus on. This is what I'm gonna do. What's the action you take after that?
So senior year, so New Britain High played football. So we made it to the playoffs for the first time in a long time. We played Greenwich, and I remember fourth quarter of that game, I kept saying, like, I was making a joke because we're losing by so much. So I'm making a joke like, right after I leave this game, I'm going to make a song. Like I'm telling everybody, like, after this, I'm going to make a song. It's just like it's not gonna work for us. So after this, I'm gonna make a song. So a little bit after that, I made a song, 928 freestyle, and it had a challenge to it. So it's like, you know, the dance, the whoa, the whoa dance. So I posted the song, and somebody sent me a video of them dancing. So I was like, all right, cool. And it got to the point where I'm getting like 20 videos a day. But I'm doing my best to repost them, you know what I mean? Like, because the best way for people to know about you is to show people, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm going on, I'm posting the videos of everybody dancing. I'm getting them consecutively, and people loving us. It's a freestyle. I freestyled the whole thing. And it's 928 because that's the time we dropped the song at. It was no thought behind it. It just happened. So we just did it. And then it just started picking up this dance. It was called the 928 Freestyle Challenge. People dance on my Instagram. I still got a video of somebody dancing to it. All the videos. I go on my old phone. I have videos of everybody dancing to it. And that song was going crazy for a little bit. Then after that, I dropped a song called Count Me Out. Then when that song came, it was up. Because it's like...
Yeah, that's one of the ones I heard.
Yeah. And people like the... That's when I started singing a little bit more. I felt like that was more my direction of music anyway. Cause I'm big on, I like R&B music more than I like rap. So I like Party Next Door is my favorite artist. Yeah, I like music like that. So he's I wanted to go more in that direction. So once I did that, the traction for that song was a lot bigger than, I feel like it was bigger than Sorry Shawty, that the first song I made, but it didn't do the numbers that one did though. But it was clearly bigger. Like that song was like when I'm going to shows, people was singing the song like word for word with me. It was good. It was nice.
So what's your recording process? Like when you get that beat, walk me through it.
All right, so basically when I made those first songs, so when I made 928 Freestyle, like I told you it was a freestyle, I made Count Me Out. I wrote that song in my room one day. I got up and I was going through YouTube. I'm going through YouTube beats. And in my room, I came up with it. But I'm in my room, but I'm singing this part like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to trust, and I have nothing else. I just couldn't think of nothing else. It's like, damn. So like usually when I get stuck, I just like go do something. Cause basically the way I like doing things is if I just go like enjoy my day like a regular day, something to come to mind. I see something, I write it down. I be like, all right, I'm gonna use that later. Boom. And then I end up finishing the song. No, I end up doing half of the song. I did half the song at Hugh. Shout out to Hugh. He's the one that like really started me with this music stuff. I went to Hugh's house, did half the song. We put the snippet up on Instagram. It starts going crazy. People was asking for the song, but I have half the song done. Half of it. So me and him is like, all right, we gotta do something. We gotta finish the rest. So mind you, I'm still in high school, so I gotta do homework, do this, and then still try to finish the rest of this. So we're doing I'm in class one day, and then I'm sitting down, and then for some reason I just finished it, and I was like, Mama said this ain't no good for me. It's fucking up my kidney. I was like, oh yeah, that's it right there. I wrote it down. I came back, finished it at home. I think that same night I went to his house, recorded the rest, and we put it out.
So, like the thing is, like you said, like Hugh, like he's someone who he makes music, but I've also heard about him helping out people too. Yeah, and like lending, like he engineers.
Yes,
and like a lot of people, like they don't do that. Yeah, like, cause he could focus on himself. He could do what he wants, and he's out there doing stuff like that. Yeah. Do you feel like there's more of those people now than there were a few years ago
that want to help me?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cause I've been noticing that not with just you, but I see a lot of people reaching out trying to help each other, and it's not a Connecticut thing. Like I really think it's a New Britain thing where like they see there's a lot of talent there. Yeah, and people are kind of starting to merge together a little bit. Oh yeah, which is great. Yeah. Now, So I know like the connection with Zip.
Yeah.
Like, working with him, how was that?
It's fun. So Zip actually hit me up from Instagram. He had a requested message. He was like, "Yo, you're hard." It was never, "No, let's do a song together." It was more of a respect, like a respect thing. So he was like, "Yo, your music's hard," and then I was like, "Word, blah blah blah." He was like, he told me he made clothes first. He didn't even tell me about music yet. He said, "I make clothes." I was like, "All right, cool." He was like, "I'll give you some gear, blah blah blah." I'm like, "All right, cool." He's like, "Take some pictures, shout us out." I said, "I got you." So he ends up giving me the gear, and then I end up talking to him for a little bit when he drops it off. And then I think that same day he sent me some of his songs. I'm like, "Oh, he don't sound bad." I'm like, "He sound like a melodic rock star." That's what it was to me. So I heard it, and then he was like, "You want to come to the studio?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." We got to Biggs. That was my first time going to T Biggs studio too. Shout out to T Biggs. That's the first time I got there, and he played the beat, and he was. I think if I remember right, I might be wrong. He was gonna record for himself, but I heard the beat and instantly came up with the chorus. I went in there and I freestyled. He was like, "You want in on this?" I said, "Yeah." I went in there and I freestyled, and I was just freestyling, boom, 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 and then I said, "I just bought a chopper for the gang," and then Big stopped me. He said, "Say that again." I said, "All right, I got you." I said, and then I said it again, and then I added the "I know they gonna let it blow," and he stopped me. He said, "Come out the booth right now." I came out. He played it. He's like, yeah, that's it right there. He's like, "I do your verse now." No, then Zip came in because Zip was before me. Zip came in, then after I did my verse, it was up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, like working with Biggs, because I brought a few people to him, and every time they come out, like they say like they have their own process. Like everyone has their own process, like unique process when they record, but like just the words he gives in it and the ear he has and the little tweaks he gives. Like, do you feel like you changed after working with him?
Yes. Biggs is one. Biggs, if you see this, Biggs, he wants me to write. So I'll be freestyling, be like, "Right, I'm telling you, you'll come up with something hard." He's right. Because he likes my song, "A Letter to Mama," a song I wrote about my mom. He likes that song a lot. So he's like, "If you write, I'm telling you." Like, so he was like, He was like, yeah, so let's do this. Like, he puts me in positions to be, like, better. So, say I'm recording, he feels like something's not right, he's not going to sugarcoat. He's going to be like, "Nah, I think you could do that one better, and we're going to do it over." Or he's going to come out, and we'll look at each other, like, from the glass of the booth. I'll look at him, he'll look at me, and we'll do that face like, that wasn't, and he'd be like, "Do it again." And then if something's hard, he's going to stop me and be like, "That's hard. That's hard," and we're going to do that. And then that's how it goes.
So how hard is it to get critiqued like that? Like, I would think about like the first time you got critiqued. Like, did you take it as, "All right, cool, like, yeah, let's just do it over," or was it like, "Nah, like I know what I'm doing," or?
Nah. So, I feel like music's opinionated. So, with him critiquing me, it helps because first, Big's been doing this longer than me. Yeah. So I'm taking what he says into consideration every time. Anything anybody says, because there's criticism, but you don't have to take the criticism the wrong way. You take criticism how you take it. So if he says something to me like, "Oh, well, I feel like you should do this over," I'm not gonna say, "Well, I don't think I should do it like that." I'm gonna say, "You know what? It might work. Let's try it. If we try it, it don't work, we do something else." That's all it really is. I used to do this thing where with my friends before. People did not. I used to play my songs for people and be like, "This is bad." I used to tell people like, "Oh, this is bad. Like, oh, I don't like this," and they'd be like, "Yeah, like it's bad. I don't like it either." But when you tell them it's you, their whole mood changes. I didn't really think it was that bad. I used to do that to people, just to see how people like react to my music and stuff.
Like that's the thing. I think it's so hard to get an honest opinion these days.
Yeah.
Like I've never made music. Like that's not my thing. But like people will send me music and I'm always honest. I'll be like, "Yo, like, this part was hard. The production was crazy. I'm like, I think you should do this better." And sometimes people will take it and they'll go make those critiques. And I'm like, "All right, how does this sound?" I'm like, "Oh, this is a lot better." Yeah. But like, my opinion's only my opinion. Like,
exactly.
like there's been songs that I didn't like that have dropped and like they've did numbers. Yeah. So I'm like, who am I? Like exactly. I don't know.
Exactly.
So like you said, like it hurts. It doesn't hurt to try. And like, that's a great mentality to have, and a lot of people don't have that. Yeah. So that's big. So. Like, where do you think your attitude comes from? Because, I mean, just from talking to you, like, I could tell you have a positive attitude about things, and that's huge because that reflects in your music. That reflects in your work ethic. And, like, it's communicating with people. Like, a lot of people just come off negative, and that pushes people away. Like, you're very positive. Like, where do you think that comes from?
Just the people around me. So, like, I try to help everybody. Like, so I keep, like, people around me that I know are good to be around me. So, like, to keep positive energy, you got to have people around you with positive energy. Mm-hmm. If there's people around you without positive energy, it's never going to work for you. You can't be around negative people and try to be positive. So it's really just keeping my family around me, my brothers. They're the ones that keep me going. Yeah.
So, like, as far as music, I know you mentioned Party Next Door. Mm-hmm. Who are your influences? Like, who do you listen to and, like, you generate toward their style, or like you take note of how they do certain things and you incorporate it into your own music?
Like I said, Party Next Door, Nav was a big influence on both me and Eddie. He's in the back right now, but me and Eddie, sophomore year, that's all I listened to. Like,
that's crazy to hear. I'm not a huge Nav guy, but like for people younger than me, like people like Nav.
Yeah, like it was like it was crazy at one point. Like, that's all we would listen to. Like, he was like, Nav was like our god at one point. Like, if you weren't playing Nav around us, don't be around us.
That's
like,
crazy.
For real. Like, if you weren't playing Nav around us, don't be around us. And that's how we were. But, like, as I got older, I grew out of that. Like, you know what I mean? But definitely Party Next Door, Nav. I like Drake. I've been listening to a lot of Rod Wave lately. He's like my number one right now. He's hard. Roddy
That's
Ricch.
Probably who you're most similar to.
Yeah,
like
I get
right
that
now.
a lot.
Yeah,
I get that a lot.
Cause I heard you before I heard him.
Yeah,
and as soon as I heard him, I'm like, he kind of
got a little I get that a lot. We both big boys too, so I get that a lot. Yeah,
that's cool. So where are you at right now in music? Like, are you working on something?
Yeah, we got a tape coming in 2020. Everybody's been telling me to drop a mixtape. I just drop singles. Like, I just dropped singles, but we're going to put a body of work together. We got a lot of songs. Like, me and Biggs cooked up a lot of songs. We had a lot of songs. So we're going to put something together for 2020. And yeah, it's up. It's up. I think this is the year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's the plan? Because I think, like, when I talk to people, I always say, like, have a plan. Because making music's easy.
Yes.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Marketing, pushing it.
Yeah.
Getting it to certain people. Yeah, like making it stand out. Like, cause a lot of people make music. Like, you got to stand out. Like, there's people that make great music, and they will probably never make it, and that's because they never had a plan, and they never put the effort in. So, like, what's gonna be your plan?
Well,
what are you gonna do different?
I feel like at this point, I have the youth now. Like, I feel like the youth's mine. Now, I just want to be more in the adult faces. Like, my thing, what I keep telling people, like, we're going to have a meeting, but I was talking to my manager recently, and he's like, this year, our plan is just to be in everybody's face. Like, wherever you look, you're going to see me. Like, you can't not see me. You're going to see me. Like, I'm going to be on every ad on Instagram, on every video. You're going to see me on YouTube. You're going to see my video. You're going to see me. It's going to be hard. It's going to get to the point where you're going to be tired of seeing me. You're just going to have to click one day and look. I'm serious. You're going to get tired. Like, yeah, I see him everywhere. And then once you see me and you listen to the music, it's going to make sense to you. Because I think, in my music, I think I tell stories now. Mm-hmm. Like, if you could close your eyes and just listen, hey, you could picture it. Yeah.
So how about, like, visuals? Do you have any visuals?
Yeah. I got one video, Count Me Out, the video for Count Me Out. I got that video out. But we got to talk to the videographer January 4th. We're going to get the Neighborhood Hero video done. That's a song I just dropped like 2 weeks ago. Okay.
So, like, when you're doing that video, do you have any artistic vision behind it, or are you just putting it all in someone else's hands?
No. That's what the meeting's for. We're going to try to make this a movie. Right. Like, I don't want it to be, like, it's cool you could do a video with 100 of your friends in the background and scream your song, but I want people to watch my video and feel a type of way.
Take
like how I
from it.
feel, yeah. Like how I said my music a story. I want you to see the storyline when you watch it, and because I feel like when I could make a song for you, and you'll listen to it your way, but when I put out the video, now you're listening to the song my way now, because you see what I was talking about.
Word.
Yeah,
That's hard.
yeah.
So what's the goal? Like if you had to set that, let's say 3-year goal. We're in 2020 right now, brand new decade.
Yeah.
What's the goal?
Like what I want to be doing right now, like in 3 years.
Yeah. Like if you had it your way, you put the work in, where do you see yourself in 3 years? The thing is, a lot of things can change in a year.
That's
I mean,
true.
look at snow. Like that shit, a lot of things change in the summer for snow.
Yeah. I think in 3 years, I'm gonna be where I want to be, which is a superstar. I think by 3 years. I think by this year, I'm gonna be a superstar. But there's reasons behind it. It's because all the work we put in. Like when I pray, I don't ask God for I don't say make me rich. I just say keep the people around me healthy while I grind. Just let me do what I do and keep everybody else around me happy. Just keep everybody healthy. I don't want to lose nobody while I'm doing this. It'll stop you. Like somebody dies, it'll throw you off. You might not want to do what you're doing. Just keep everybody around me happy, and I'll be good. I keep putting all the work in.
That's powerful. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming out. This was great, and you put it in the air. So, superstar in the year.
Superstar.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
4-5 Radio. We're out of here.
Yes, sir.